A very good afternoon to all the delegates who have joined today's investment seminar organized by ICC between India and Korea. I am Hemant Sharma, Principal Secretary Industries, Government of Odisha. With me is my colleague Dr. Nitin Javale, who is the Special Secretary Industries and also Head of EPICOL, which is our investment promotion agency. I'll take you through a brief presentation about investment opportunities specifically for Korean companies in India. Instead of looking at the industrial climate, investment climate, ecosystem, etc., what we have done today, we have jotted down a few very specific investment opportunities in terms of ready to move in infrastructure available in certain specific sectors which Government of Odisha is promoting very keenly for companies from Korea. Next. Now, this is just a snapshot of where Odisha is located in India. Odisha is on the eastern seaboard. It is on the Bay of Bengal. It is at a flying distance of not more than 5 hours from Korea. It is very ideally located in terms of connecting to the rest of the world. It has infrastructure advantage in terms of large number of ports which cover Southeast Asian countries. It is intrinsically and very efficiently connected to rest of India through very efficient domestic rail and road network. So locating in Odisha gives you an advantage of not only being able to serve the international markets, but also the very large, very rapidly growing and accelerating Indian domestic market. We have a very stable political and economic system, and we have our average rate of growth in industrial economy has been better than the national average. We have emerged as the number one state in India in terms of attracting investments. Last year, in the first 6 months, we had attracted largest investments in the country, and even this year, between February and October, we have been able to attract more than 1 lakh crores of investments into diverse sectors into our state. That speaks volumes for the investment attractiveness for Odisha. Next, please. Now, because of our locational advantages and because of certain other advantages which we have had good interactions, good relations between India and Korea. We have mounted several delegations from Odisha to Korea. We have reached out to the Korean government, and we were very happy to host His Excellency the Ambassador of Republic of Korea to Odisha last year, where we had the discussions between our two governments led by Honorable Chief Minister Shri Naveen Patnaik. We continue to have engagements with Korean agencies like KITA and KOTRA for furthering these relationship between India and Odisha. Now we will take a look at some of the advantages which Odisha offers specifically for Korean countries in some of the sectors which we are promoting as priority and thrust sectors. Now, in terms of locational advantage, as I mentioned, we are on the eastern seaboard, the Bay of Bengal. We have 3 very well functioning ports. The Paradip port, which is a government port and has handled the largest cargo in the current financial year. Dhamra port, which is run by the well-known Adani Group. Gopalpur port in the south of Odisha, which is run by the Shapurji Palanji Group. The 4th port at Suvarnrekha is being developed by Tata Steel. These ports enable you to cover international markets, particularly in the Southeast Asian region and the MENA region. These ports have very modern facilities, are relatively unclogged, and not only this, our state is connected with domestic rail and road network to the rest of the country, south, north, and west through very efficient rail and road network. We also have very efficient gas grid throughout our state, and our industrial estates are mapped to these road, rail, and port networks, so that wherever you are, in whichever sector you are located, you can cover both the domestic market of India as well as the international market. We are the largest producer of aluminium, steel, and then stainless steel in India because of the resource advantage which we have. We have rich mineral resources, whether it is iron ore or bauxite or chrome and coal, and we are also a power surplus state because of the coal and water resources which we have. Next. Now, some of the other advantages which make Odisha a very good investment destination, particularly for Korean companies. I mentioned the locational advantage. Now we also have what is called the factors of production advantage: land, water, power, and manpower. In terms of manpower, we are the skill capital of India. Skilled in Odisha is in itself a brand, a very large network of ITIs, engineering institutions, research institutions, whether in the private and the government sector, and which has made us what is called the skill capital of India. Whichever industrial area you go to in India, whether it is in Punjab or in Gujarat or in Maharashtra or in Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or the national capital region, you will find the most disciplined, the most productive and the most efficient workers owe their origin to Odisha. So Odisha is what is called the skill capital of India. In terms of other factors of production, we have the lowest industrial electricity tariffs in India, and more than the tariff, it is the availability. We have stable and reliable industrial electricity grids. We have low industrial land costs. Industrial land costs are in terms of zones. In each of the sector specific zones, there is a specified industrial land cost, and these are set very transparently and on a long-term rate fixation basis. Not only water tariffs are low, but industrial water availability at your factory gate is assured by the government agencies. And I already mentioned the skilled labor which is available at competitive rates. Our industrial facilitation system, single window facilitation system called GoSwift, and I welcome you to access our website and take a tour of the GoSwift portal. It has been rated as one of the best single window facilitation systems in the country by Government of India, and it provides end-to-end solutions right from information up to incentive administration, pre-production as well as post-production facilitation, and other support is provided through our single window system. Next. Now, having said something about the advantages which we have in terms of land, water, power, resources and human resources, I'll take you through some very specific proposals which we have today for the Korean companies in certain specified sectors. And these sectors we call priority sectors, thrust sectors, because we have advantage of not only land, water, power, but certain specific advantage which makes us very attractive in these particular sectors of the industry. The first is steel and steel downstream. Now, when you talk of steel, you have to talk of Odisha in India. Odisha is the largest producer of all grades of steel in India, and this advantage will continue because more and more steel will be made in India, more and more refined and more grades of steel will be made in Odisha in the coming years, because this advantage will continue. This is an advantage which will never be lost. We have world's most renowned companies making steel in India, whether it is Tata Steel or ArcelorMittal or Nippon Steel. They have their presence in Odisha, and they have their products readily available for the plants being set up in Odisha. If Korean companies are either into steel making or steel usage or developing new grades, alloy steels, etc., then Odisha is the place for you. We have a facility at Kalinganagar, which is India's largest steel making industrial area. Ready to move plots starting from 5 acres to 500 acres, readily available industrial grade water and power at very reasonable rates, excellent connectivity with the ports, with rail and road network make Kalinganagar one of the best destinations for any industry which has got to do anything with steel. And whether it is steel, stainless steel, automotive grade steel, cold rolled, hot rolled, and any kind of steel you talk, Kalinganagar is one of the best destinations for steel countries. So we welcome you. Take a tour of this place. Go to our website. It will give you further details of the incentives which are available and the kinds of plots and connectivities which are available in Kalinganagar. Next. Now, continuing on the metal front, Odisha is also one of the largest producers of aluminium in the country, in India today. Again, because of the resource advantage, we have 55% of India's bauxite resources are in Odisha, because of which well-known aluminium producers like Aditya Birla Group, Hindalco, Vedanta Group, Vedant Aluminium, and the Government of India company Nalco have their big plants, both refineries as well as smelters in Odisha. And Aluminum in various forms, whether it is ingots or billets or coils or even in molten form, aluminum is readily available for those industries who would want to set up their industries based on aluminum as the raw material feedstock. We have certain very specified industrial parks. One which we are presenting here today is the Angul Downstream Aluminum Park. More than 200 acres of ready-to-move-in facilities, ready-to-move-in factory sheds, vacant plots of land ranging from 5 acres to 25 acres in modular form, so you can play with them and have a plot of your size and location. Readily available industrial grade water and power at your factory gate and excellent connectivity. Paradip Port is about 174 kilometers. The international airport of the state capital Bhubaneswar is about 100 kilometers, and readily available all grades of aluminium from the aluminium producers in Odisha. Not only that, because of this large aluminium making capacity in Odisha, the requirement of ancillary items for these aluminium making plants, starting from calcined petroleum coke to specialized refractory bricks, creolites, and other specialty chemicals, etc., is also extreme. So if whether you are in aluminium downstream or whether you are in aluminium ancillary, this is one of the good opportunities for Korean companies. Next. Now, the third sector which we want to present here today to the Korean companies is the petrochemical and the chemicals sector. Petrochemical and chemical sector is again a thrust sector in our industrial policy, which qualifies for the highest scale of incentives, whether it is investment subsidy or tax reimbursements or employment allowance or industrial tariffs on water, land and power. Petrochemicals and chemicals is what is called a thrust sector in industrial policy, and we have put up a infrastructure facility which is called the PCPIR. This has been set up jointly by Government of India and Government of Odisha. More than 250 square kilometers of very well developed industrial land, ideally located next door to Paradip Port and almost not more than 100 kilometers from the state capital, the international airport of the state capital, very well connected through road and rail network to the rest of the country. More importantly, the raw material feedstock availability from Indian Oil Corporation, which is India's largest petroleum company and also one of the very large petroleum companies in the world, assured availability of certain grades of raw material feedstock for petrochemicals and chemicals processing, and a very good ecosystem of chemical and petrochemical industries in the entire region. Industrial plots ranging from 5 acres to more than 100 acres in modular form, so you can always agglomerate and conglomerate to have a plot of your size and a choice of the location. Next. Finally, in the electronics manufacturing sector, we have proposed a new facility called the Info Valley. Info Valley, very close to the state capital Bhubaneswar. It is an electronics manufacturing cluster jointly promoted by Government of India and the state government. Dot in the state capital. It is actually 15 minutes drive from the international airport at Bhubaneswar. Very well developed, plug and play, ready to move in facilities for medium and large companies, whether in the electronics manufacturing or in the IT and ITES space. Government of India agency called STPI has set up one of the most modern electropreneur park in this facility. Apart from that, there are linkages with IIT Bhubaneswar, Triple IIT Bhubaneswar, and other network of engineering and educational and research and development institutions within the periphery of the state capital region. Again, this is a thrust sector in our industrial policy, and it qualifies for a very high set of incentives, whether it is on tax reimbursements, on industrial water and power tariffs, on employment subsidy allowance for people who are given employment in this region. I would welcome Korean companies and the Korean agencies, KOTRA and KITA, to take a look at this. We can even discuss between Odisha and Korea to set it up as a Korean specific enclave, a specialized enclave only reserved for Korean companies in the electronics and IT space. This is an offer which we are making today on behalf of the government of Odisha. This is more than 500 acres of very well developed, very well connected land ready to move in for specifically electronics companies, and we can offer it entirely only to Korean companies. Next, please. Now, finally, a new offering from us on the food processing sector. Near the Bhubaneswar state capital, we have set up a good facility for seafood processing industries. This again has been set up jointly with the assistance of Government of India and the state government in a joint venture mode. This has the most modern facilities for seafood processing, targeting the Southeast Asian markets. Ready to move in plots as well as factory sheds are available. Good linkages with food laboratories and R&D institutions, packaging industries and packaging R&D institutions in terms are also available in the vicinity, and a ready stream of skilled workers for the food processing industry, along with raw material advantage, because Odisha is on the Bay of Bengal, the eastern seaboard. Very good seafood and marine food catchment area is available for those who would want to set up their processing plants in this facility. The seafood park at Deras, 15 minutes drive from the Bhubaneswar International Airport and very well connected to the seaport, as both in Gopalpur as well as Paradip, and to the domestic markets, as I mentioned earlier, through road and rail connectivity. Next. Now, having talked of industry, let's also talk of cultural exchanges. Korea and India and also Odisha have enjoyed a very good cultural connect. When we hosted His Excellency the Ambassador of Korea to India last year, he had brought with him the Korean Karawa, where there were cultural teams, and we were really very happy to join hands with the Korean cultural teams. And one of the representatives of Odisha culture in Korea is Beena Keum. She is a famed Korean Odissi dancer, singer and mardal player, which is a traditional musical instrument of Odisha. We are very proud of this association, cultural association between Odisha and Korea, and we have several linkages between the educational institutions of Odisha with Korea. One of the examples we have given here is the Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences, which has a tie-up with the Hanseo University of Korea, who have set up an Indo-Korea Culture and Cultural Exchange Center, which promotes fraternity and partnership on educational and cultural front between Korea and Odisha. Welcome to Odisha. You would feel at home, and with the kind of industrial infrastructure which we have put in place and the tremendous policy and polity advantage which we have in Odisha, we can assure you that you would do good business. You would do business not only in Odisha, also in India, and because of the excellent connectivity, the entire world would be an opportunity for you. Thank you so much, ICC, for giving us this opportunity to connect with the Korean companies. Thank you so much.